Welcome back, friends, to Planetary Dance, the dance of planet. Today, I'm not going to talk about any kind of culture or any kind of planetary position or something like that. Today, we are going to discuss about a very, research on 400 people who are born in 1986 or got married in 1986. This is for people who do not believe in astrology. I'm sorry, wrong word, wrong choice of word. Not believe in astrology, who do not understand astrology. A lot of people come back to me and ask, sorry, do you believe in astrology? I said, no, I understand astrology. So people who are asking this question, the question itself is wrong. And for those who still think or feel like that astrology is something like Gyan of some Babas and all those stuff. So for you, astrology is to understand. It's not a miracle. It guides you very well. It tells you that what exactly is going to happen, what kind of situation may be around, and how you can cater. I have already told this thing to a lot of clients of mine, so they will understand. Now, in 1986, what exactly happened? And how I came across this situation, and in between I'd like to tell you how this came to me and how I came in this research for this particular year of 1986, and will also tell you people who do not believe, or I'm sorry, again I'm using a wrong word, who do not understand astrology, but they understand a normal mathematics, a normal research, in which what we talk, any of the big institutions who do a research, they take a particular data and based on that, they do an analysis, they forecast, they see the past trend of it. And then they come towards a solution, verdict that this is what is going to happen or this is what is projected to happen. Same thing, I did research on 400 people. So for those who do not understand astrology, they should understand a simple mathematical calculation. Out of 400 people, there are only 4 or 5 people when this did not match, which means it's a good percentage of people of 1986 research, which I did, have the similar kind of condition. And when I'm saying this, when you will watch my video further, there will be a lot of people say, oh my god, the same thing is happening with me. Trust me, blank, I will close this my eyes and I can say that yes, you will say that this is happening with you. Now what exactly happened? In 1986, with the planetary position, the dance of planet, people who are born in this year will have either a late marriage, so anything related to marriage basically, number one. What in marriage? A late marriage, troublesome marriage, divorce, a lot of cases of this year, or husband and wife staying far away. They are like one is staying in US, another is staying in India, and they are staying since long 10, 15, 20 years just because of the job and the son, to manage son and family. So these kind of situations are very well seen. Anyone who is born in 1986, either a late marriage, no marriage, divorce, separation, staying apart, quarrels in a lot of cases. So, and this is not the normal one. Like everybody do have some of the other problem in our married life because there are two people of opposite gender, opposite, lagna, opposite rashi, opposite, thoughts. So obviously that is not gonna happen. But this is a disastrous one. 1986, I would say it's a disastrous story of marriage. Either married in 1986 or born in 1986. I will also come to the different ascendants so that you can relate to yourself. But that is not that exactly it is going to happen with this particular ascendant. But yes, it's a common law of average basically. A common phenomenon for people who are born in 1986. Now, how and what exactly, I'll just tell you the story as well. So astrologically it is said that if your Rahu and Ketu's axis is 1-7, 2-8 or 6-12, there will be a problem in your married life. Okay, which means Rahu is sitting in house number 1 and Ketu in 7, same kind of 2, 8 and 6, 12. There will be definitely a problem in your married life. Now, initially, what I used to see, I just used to see the chart and I used to predict and all those stuff. One day, one of my, and this is a complete, and I will tell you, this is a pure research done by me, and this is the first time you will see a research based on the year. You will not see anywhere in YouTube. So this guy comes to me and says that yes, kind of issues, and then he talks about, recently I was checking a chart, 2-3 charts, and all these guys are like 1986 born, not a problem. He said, oh my god, the same problem is with my wife as well. We are also running through a divorce situation. Meanwhile, again he talks about, and 2 of my friends, so this plugged in my mind, 1986. Then I thought, what? Why? I went back and checked the gochars. I saw that before, from January itself in 1985. So you will see this particular problem at the end of 1985, entire 86, and at the start of 1987. But there will be some people for 85, 87 as well, but major one is 1986. So I saw that the Rahu and Ketu was in the axis of 1-7. And at the end of 1986, Rahu Ketu axis changed to a 6-12. I said, oh, is that the reason? Then I bought all the charts, and every time a person comes in 1986 without looking at the chart, I straight away predict that you came to me for either a marriage problem, some of the other marriage problem, either marriage not happening, late marriage, divorce, or husband and wife staying apart, even in some cases extramarital affairs, because of which the relationship has gone bad. And the answer is an affirmative yes, that yes, this is the problem I came to you for. There are other researches of mine as well, which I will be start publishing. So I check the axis. Then again I say that only Rahu and Ketu fine, but there will be something else as well, which would be a reason for some people a problem, for some a late marriage. And then I came across that yes, Saturn was transiting in the sign of Scorpio. Then I went back and checked different charts. My God, every chart other than 4-5 cases had the same issue. And it, honestly, when I'm speaking, I'm shivering. It was a kind of astrology. I'm amazed what this science is. I'm amazed. And trust me, guys, when you're watching this video, and if you're born in 1986, or if any of your friends or relatives were born in 1986, you will also amazed that one Abhishek Sinha is standing at far away location from you, and he's talking about your cousin, sister, or yourself, or any of your friends, relative, family member, that the person will have a problem. You will, I'm very sure, start putting comments in the comment box, because I can have more charts and my confidence towards it will, flourish further, and this will give a boost to the research in astrology. So please do not miss. In case if you want to hide your information, write it from a different ID, or just write it that, just make a pseudo story that this is happening with one of my friend, cousin, whomsoever. Don't write about yourself, in case if you want to hide the information of yours. I totally respect that. But please help in the research. Now, then I went back and checked that yes, this is a common phenomenon with all these things, and now I do a closed eye prediction for any of the people born in 1986 that you will have this problem, and the answer is affirmative yes, for sure. Now I will just come back and just, this particular is not very prominent, but yes, you will have some idea. And I am very sure that this is not the second part which I am trying to do, which is based on the Lagnas, that this problem will be happening with these people. May not be. Also, there will be a lot of people who will not reach me or reach any of the astrologer, and their marriage life might be good, because of some of the other aspect or scores or aspects or other planetary position, it may be a relief to them. But this is a very common problem. Please do not miss to comment, write your date of birth, time and place in the comment box, or if you want to hide your information, do it the way you want, hide your information and give the details. But I want these details from you guys. Okay, this is a 100% proof prediction. Now, if you're not an astrologer, If you get somebody, now coming back with the same kind of prediction, research part is over. The problem which people of 1986 will face for sure. Now the some of the other knowledge which can be helping you, and there would be again a lot of charts that will be matching what I'm gonna say. I've not done a research on these things, but yes, it will match for sure. Now let's start with the first ascendant, Aries ascendant. For Aries ascendant, in that particular year, Rahu will be in your house number 1, Ketu will be in your house number 7, and Saturn will be in your house number 8. Ketu being at 7th position says that yes, I have already achieved all these things in my past, and 7th is the house of partnership, house of marriage. Here, the lady will definitely have, or the spouse will definitely not be that interested in sex. And they will feel separative. Being at the same place even, they will feel separative. Saturn in 8th house will create problem in terms of the pleasure of your love life. So overall this combination talks about some of the other reason marriage will come into a problem. Even sudden events which may, like for these people, the divorce or the separation may not happen like this. It will take time to get separation. For Taurus, it was transiting in house number 12, Rahu. These people can think and go abroad as well, apart from this. And yes, I just missed to say, a lot of people with this particular conjunction, this particular condition of 1986, traveled abroad post their divorce or because of their job or something like that. For Taurus, house number 12 Rahu, house number 6 Ketu. Am I right? Yes, house number 6 Ketu. And Saturn in house number 7. As I said, house number 7 is the house of marriage and partnership. Here, Saturn will delay your marriage. It can create divorcial conditions. It will give, it may not, but may give you a very matured husband. You might be very jolly nature. You might be a person or a spouse who is like, very creative or very beautiful or very jovial kind of nature, artistic. And your husband might be orthodox. Your spouse might be orthodox. He might be very low in terms of, enjoying the love life. Saturn sitting here will delay the marriage for sure. You will have a problem related to marriage. When you marriage, no matter how good you are, you must be a good looking person. You must be a fantastic, in terms of your finances, your, what do you say? You might be having a BMW and all the rich thing you have, but there will be delay in marriage. In case these people get married earlier, at 25, 28 years of age, and they are just pushing, they came into a love affair, the lady was very beautiful, or the spouse was very beautiful, you got married. Divorce is for sure. This is how I have seen the charts. Now, for Gemini. Now for Gemini, Rahu was transiting in house number 11. At 1 and it will give you a lot of gain, by the way. Ketu was transiting, and I have written because I always flip it, in house number 5 with Saturn in house number 6. House number 6 is obstacle, problems, issues, legal cases can happen. And here Ketu being at house number 5 of your child. So here also a lot of Geminis may have gone through, but still Gemini condition will be a little better than others. But still, a lot of Geminis may have faced problem in terms of legal litigations, legal cases going on related to marriage. And because this is a nullifying house of from one particular Padati, it is the nullifying house of marriage, which means 7th is marriage, so 6th is divorce. So a lot of people here also problem in marriage. Now let's come to Cancerians. Any of the Cancerian land, for you, Rahu in that particular year was transiting in house number 10, which may have given you a lot of boost, a lot of gain in terms of profession, may have given you certain situation, but have given you a very good gain in terms of your profession, in terms of your karma. However, you might feel very separative from your home, or you might have been kicked out from your home or from your grihasthashram at a very early age. Because again, he says grihasthashram. I know to manage how to manage grihasthashram. We don't teach. And he will feel very separated. He will be more into his workplace, and that can be a reason why, for Cancerians, the marriage problem would have arisen. People who are born in 1986. At the same time, Saturn was transiting in house number 5 of your creativity, your progeny, which again talks about delay in terms of your child. Delay in terms of your child can be of different reason. One, issue with the spouse, because it will be aspecting the houses of your spouse house, and with other planetary position it can be more dangerous. So, so for example, Mangal's, Mangal sitting there, or Mangal aspecting, a lot of combinations are there. So I'm just giving you a ballpark idea, and I am very sure a lot of people of yours who will be the same ascendant, same Rashi, would have been experiencing the same issue. So here what happened? Progeny delayed, which means some problem with the wife, because child is with the combination of husband and wife. So again, a late marriage, a late child. If not, then kind of post-marriage, childbirth not happening, and a lot of trauma, a lot of people bitching, and a lot of people talking a lot of nonsense about it, talking about your spouse or yourself, and this may lead into frustration. This may be a reason of separation, or both of them not getting together. But still, there's some of the other issues gonna happen depending on other planetary position. And for yes, right. Okay, now for Leo Lagna. So Leo Lagna, what is gonna happen with you? For you, Rahu is in house number 9, where Ketu is in house number 3, that particular year, for your Lagna. And Saturn coming in house number 4 of your Grihasthashram. So Saturn coming there, creating issues in settling your married life, your Grihasthashram basically. And from there, it will also be aspecting the 6th house of obstacle, trouble, legal cases, educations, and all this stuff. Even job and nullifying house of marriage. So again, it is making the same kind of combination. And there's a research for Bhagwan Ram's Kundi, and a lot of people, this is a research from Saptarishi astrology. Sunil sir and all the Sunil, John and all these people, that Saturn sitting in, anywhere Saturn sitting in, it will create problem in your 4th from it, and eventually will kill one of the significator, will create a problem with one of the significator. Bhagwan Ram has the same kind of Kundli, I guess Mr. Nehru or Mr. Gandhi, someone. So same kind of problem. What happened with Ram? He got married, but eventually, not once, 2 times he has to let Sita go. One because of Ravan, and finally she has to go. They did not enjoy their Grihasthashram for any of the X, Y, Z reason. They did not enjoy it. Okay? So same kind of like some of the other issue with people of Leo Lagna, born in 1986, initial quarter of 85, 87, initial quarter of 87 and last quarter of 85. Now for Virgo people who are born in 1986, for them, Rahu was in house number 8 of your, again, pleasure of your married life. Ketu was in, where was Ketu? In house number 2 of your of your family lineage, and Saturn being here in house number 3 of your siblings, of your cousins, of your relatives, of your neighbors. Here I see these people will have a little less impact, but yes, in case if they have taken electronic gifts from their in-laws place, I'm just giving you an idea apart from this, they will definitely have a problem. Apart from this, Rahu being there, it also creates supernatural tendencies, supernatural feelings, supernatural power around you. Saturn being in third house, aspecting your fifth house, talking about some problem, delay in child, eventually talking about delay in marriage. And that is the reason I'm saying for this particular one, it will be a little better because Jupiter was there in house number 6 in a sign of Aquarius. So I see that people who are, with Virgo Lagna, they would have a less impact of this particular. In 1986, if you are born in Virgo Lagna, you may not have or may have a very less problem, or with time it would have gone correct. Not a disastrous one. For Libra, Ketu in first house and Rahu in seventh house with Saturn in second house. Here, what will happen? The person would be very, it's a very unique combination, I'm telling you. The person may be running here and there. They might be getting into a lot of girlfriends. They might be getting into a lot of, like, the spouse might be getting into a lot of relationship. But here, these people have experienced some of the other happiness in their past births, and because of which they are trying to search the same kind of happiness in this birth through their partners, which they are not getting. And the reason why the person is hopping here and there. But in reality, the person mind is completely towards spirituality, higher knowledge, higher gain, right? Because they have experienced that in some of the other birth of there. So they are not very much interested into, and these people will not be caring about themselves. They will just wear any shirt, any suit or any of the sarees for girls. They will not do any kind of makeup. They will just be like, this is the way how I am. This is the way these people will be. And with Saturn in second house, again, it talks about family lineage. So here the combination is not, I would say, like, they would definitely face problem. The reason I've not done that research based on every lagna. I have done an overall research based on 1986. But yes, these people will also have a problem. And what I see here, that this problem may be because of the spouse, running towards illegal relationship, wrong relationship. And although he's not like that, by the way, he's not like that. And Saturn being in second house, aspecting the house of Brihasta as well, and family lineage. So obviously there is some other unfilled karma of your past, which will again can create problem here. 1, 2, 3. Yes, so some of the other reason it will create problem, as it is also aspecting the house of your marital pressure, not pressure, pleasure. Okay. Now for Scorpio, people with Scorpio lagna, Saturn sitting on the very first house. Here already is the sign of Mangal, Saturn being there, and Rahu and Ketu taking an axis of 6-12. As I said, 6-12 axis is already very dangerous. So I don't think more explanation is required in this particular case. And Saturn being in first house with aspecting 7th house will create problem in terms of marriage, for sure. It will delay. Now for 9 is Sagittarius. For Sagittarius, Saturn will be in 12th house, and Rahu and Ketu in 5th and 11th house. So from here, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. So in this case, these people may not feel that much of problem the way others are. But yes, there will be some of the other issue, and here I can see that this separation may be because of husband traveling abroad, or a frequent traveler. Husband may be a frequent traveler staying away from the family. The spouse will be a frequent traveler. Also, in terms of progeny, this will create problem. Because Rahu being there, it may create sudden ups and downs in terms of your progeny. But this person will be very knowledge hopper. He will always like to hop for knowledge. He wants knowledge. He needs any other thing. His mind, his obsession will be towards knowledge. He will damn care what is happening around the world. What is happening around the family and all. He will just be hopping more and more towards knowledge. This may be a reason, I don't know. Just giving you a ballpark idea. Some of you people will have the same kind of queries. And now, in fact, with this particular ascendant research, I may enter into research based on ascendant. That what exactly would have happened because of the because of which the divorce would happen, or some problem in marriage life would happen. But yes, you can just write comment that I am this ascendant, this is my date of birth, so that I can take more charts and research for it. And I will also be coming with research for other years as well. There are a lot of years when the axes are not that great. Some years created Carl-Sub axis. So now for Capricorn. Capricorn, Saturn in house number 11, giving you special gains, delayed, but yes, good. Other rashis and aspects and everything is important. Just giving you a ballpark idea. Rahu in house number 4 with Ketu in house number 10. So here I do not see a major problem, but yes, a lot of sudden situations may happen at your home front, which can be a reason for these kind of problems. For Aquarians, so basically Capricorn will have a tough life, but they will not like their life will be tough in terms of managing all these things, and they will be balancing some things. Once event happened, till the time they are trying to balance that particular event in their Grihasthashram, another event is started. Issues in vehicle, issues in property, sudden situation at home which can create problem. But yes, I do not see a very disastrous one in terms of divorce or separation. So this one is better. For Aquarians, Jupiter was in first house at that time. This would have again nullified a lot of problems. It must have nullified a lot of problems. But Saturn being in 10th house, although it's a sign of 8, but still Saturn being in 10th house would have taken you to more responsibility and more more responsibility towards your workplace, which can be a problem, not very sure. But Saturn is again aspecting your 7th house. So overall this combination will again create problem. But yes, Jupiter being in your first house may have nullified this particular aspect, and depending upon other placements, this may have a little better, maybe a little late marriage, but a good marriage. Okay, until unless you are very abusive, or you are a person who is like you've done something like this to me, you will face this problem. A very abusive or very crushing person. If this is the aspect, then you are definitely gonna have a problem. Otherwise, normally I see that yes, Saturn aspecting there, but yes, it will be a problem. Even with your partnership, yes, it will be a problem. So again, marital problem will be there. Depending upon other aspects, it may be a little nullified. Now for the last one, which is Pisces. Pisces, house number 2 and 8, as I said, is going to create problem. And Saturn being in 9th house. This separation I see, this can be somehow a okay kind of situation. But if the situation is bad, Dasha, Antardasha, Mahadasha, that might be creating a problem, and the spouse may have to travel abroad. Yes, this may be a situation that in case if your spouse is gonna go for some job or something into a long distance place, he may have to stay for a long time there. But normally, with this placement I have seen in other years or other charts, this placement is pretty fine. The person, they will be attached, because Pisces itself is a very emotional sign. They are very emotional. So this might be a reason, either emotional trauma or a very good emotional bonding, which may save the marriage. But overall, this was just, and see, the ascendant was not my research as of now, but while I was talking, I just thought to give some ideas to you people. Your comments on your particular ascendant will give me a further boost and understanding, so that I can do further research, and then I can tell you that yes, it will be a problem for this particular Rashi or line. This was just an information for all you people born in 1986, that what all situation can happen or moving around your life. Please go back, check, or in case if you're born in 1986, I've given you some ideas how to check your chart. In case if you don't know, you can please put your comments in comment box. And I would just like to tell you some of the the experiments of 1986 astrology. One lady gives me a call, tells me that look, I want to take a consultation from you. So I said okay. So my date of birth is this 1986. Ma'am, is there a problem related to divorce, married life? Instantly says that I'm just coming from the court. I got divorced. Now the lady is in foreign country. She is in some, I will not name the country. Okay, so she's in some very good country. Then she took a consultation from me, and then she is now. I guided her what courses need to be opted, and she's doing that course. Now she's fine. Second lady, a very senior lady of a top government official, contacts me, tells me about her either married in 1986 or taken birth in 1986. And she said, no, I don't have any problem. My family life is fantastic. My son is in which country? Some country. Germany. My son is, one is in Germany, one is in Cyprus, I guess, and two of my daughters are here, some country. And I think out of these two, they are two government officials as well. They frequently travel or they are settled in that country, something like that. I don't remember now. So I was like, okay. And then I took a chart and I said that, are you doing a business in partnership right now? And this would be again some top official, the same kind of industry like military, police, Navy, CBI, IB, something like that. She says yes. I said, ma'am, may I ask you a question? Because something I can see very clearly in your chart. Are you into some extramarital affairs? And she respect astrology. She said that yes, I would have misguided you by saying this, but I don't want to demotivate you. I don't want to tell something wrong. You are right. This is a reality. I said, and if I'm not wrong, it's the same guy in partnership. She says yes. And then several charts. One of the guy contacts me from Bangalore. I was talking, I was just telling her, that time it was like 200 plus charts, 250 plus charts. So he says yes. I told him that there is a research of mine while chatting with him. I can show all those charts. Let me try if I can put some of the charts by deleting the name and all. He says yes. I said, I think he was talking about his sister. 1986, I said problem in marriage, and she said yes. Then I said, when I saw the chart, I said this looks to be very abusive and very. He said yes. Then I again saw a lot of, I don't remember, but several people. Like recently, one of the lady contacted me. She gave me a call today as well. So again, she said 1986. I said problem like this. He said yes. Same situation. So you, from a, you can fire from a, by closing your eyes, you can straight away shoot this, my research. Anyone born in 1986, these problems will be there. Late marriage, no marriage, divorce, husband-wife staying apart, or a kid problem because of the low strength of married life. Some of the other problem has to be there. It may be that even they're not divorced, they're staying in the same roof, but hardly any relationship with each other. Spouse may be extramarital relation hopper. So it can be anything. Okay, so that's all, friend. Please mention your comments, your date of births for further boosting my research, because I do not have that much of high level of equipment that other institutions have. I do it on myself. So I would not be able to get so many, equipments and technology with me. I have to do a lot of things manual. So would request you to please put in your comments, please put in your details so that I can research further. In case if you want any personal consultation from me, you can contact on my WhatsApp number, which I have already mentioned. So that's all, friend. In case if you like my video, please do not miss to like, subscribe and share. And please ask your friends and family member to be in touch, to scatter my video, to subscribe the video so that more and more people can take the advantage of it. I'll be coming with the next research of mine on a different kind of nakshatra, or you can say. So I will tell you what exactly. And again, that particular story is also on so many charts, same results. Okay, so that's all, friend. Thank you very much for being with me and watching such a long video. Please watch the entire video to get the real sense of it. Okay, and that's all. Thank you for watching Astro Planetary Dance, the dance of planets. Thank you.